Hello primary 4 students. Today we are talking about Unit 6. Let's go on our unit titled The Best Bit. Unit 6 Lessons 5 and 6. Okay, let's start with Lesson 5. We have some new words today, and the first word, enormous. Enormous. Okay, it's adjective. Enormous. As you can see, here we have a small fish and a large one, or enormous. So enormous means extremely large. Here we have the enormous fish. Okay, an example. They have bought an enormous house in the country. They have bought an enormous house in the country. So the first word is enormous. Enormous. It means extremely large. Okay, and the next word, prepare. 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 Okay. As you can see here, we have a plan of doing something. So prepare means to be ready to do something. It means to be ready to do something. And here we have an example. I have to prepare myself for the exam. Okay, I have to prepare myself for the exam. So the next word is prepare. Prepare. And prepare means to be ready to do something. Okay, look at the next word. Worry. Worry. Okay, it's a verb. Worry. Here we have the boy is worried. He's worried. Okay, and worry means to keep thinking about unpleasant things that might happen. Worry means to keep thinking about unpleasant things that might happen. Here we have an example. Don't worry about me, I will be fine. Okay, don't worry about me, I will be fine. Okay, worry, repeat after me, worry. And the next word, thick. 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 Okay, here we have a picture which shows the difference between thick book, as you can see, and thin book. Thick. Here we have a thick book and the other is thin book. Repeat after me. Thick. Thick. Okay, that is a very thick book. That's a very thick book. That's a very thick book. So the word is thick. Thick. And the next word, dig. Dig. Okay, it's a verb. Dig. The man here is digging. He is digging. Okay. I spent the afternoon digging the garden. I spent the afternoon digging the garden. So the word is dig. Dig. Okay, and dig means to make a hole in the ground. To make a hole like this in the ground. Okay, dig. Dig means to make a hole in the ground. And the next word, share. 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 Okay, and share means to divide something between two or more people. Here we have a boy sharing a bar of chocolate with his friends. Okay, and share means to divide something between two or more people. To divide something between two or more people. Here we have an example. She shares the house with 3 other students. She shares the house with the 3 other students. Okay, share. Share. It means to divide something between two or more people. And the next word, generous, generous, generous. Okay, here we have a generous boy. He's giving things to others or sharing things with others. He's sharing things with others. So he is generous. Generous. He's generous here. Okay, and here we have an example. He is a kind and generous man. He's a kind and generous man. And the next word, lazy. Lazy. Okay, here we have a lazy man. Lazy means not active or unwilling to work. Lazy means not active or unwilling to work. Here we have an example. He is lazy. He doesn't want to do anything. He is lazy. He doesn't want to do anything. And lazy means not active or unwilling to work or do something. Okay, let's read the passage. Reading. Reading time. Okay, listen and read. The ant and the grasshopper. It was a lovely summer day. Okay, the first word here we have lovely, and lovely means beautiful or enjoyable. Okay, lovely means beautiful. It was a lovely day, summer day. The grasshopper was sitting in the sun. And the second word, grasshopper. Grasshopper, as you can see, the grasshopper here, insect with long back legs that can jump very high. So grasshopper, here we have the grasshopper. Okay, the grasshopper was sitting in the sun playing his violin. An ant walked by, grunting as he carried an enormous piece of corn on his back. And grunting. Grunt means to make a short sound in the throat. Grunt means to make a short sound in the throat. Grunting as he carried an enormous piece of corn on his back. That corn looks really heavy, said the grasshopper. Come and play with me instead. The ant was tired and hot. He pointed at a pile of corn. A pile of something means a lot of something. So a pile of corn means a lot of corn. The ant said, I can't. This will be my food during winter. There will be less food then, so I must prepare now. The grasshopper laughed and said, why worry about winters? It's summer now and there is plenty of food. The next page. Soon the weather became very cold and the ground was covered with thick snow and ice. The grasshopper tried to dig, but he couldn't find any food. The grasshopper said, help me, I'm hungry. Please, can I share your food? The ant had lots of food and was kind and generous, and said, I'll help you this time, I will help you this time. And he gave the grasshopper some corn. But next year I will not help you. You mustn't be lazy, and you must prepare for winter. Okay, guys, the final part of today, exercises on lessons 5 and 6. The first question, choose the correct answer. Number 1, the pyramids are very big. They are enormous, tiny, small, thin. Okay, the pyramids are very big. Big. As you know, big means large or, yes, excellent you are, they are enormous. So the answer, the pyramids are very big, they are enormous. Okay, and the next one, he gives money to the poor. He is generous, lazy, thick, mad. He gives money to the poor. He is generous. So the answer is generous. Number three, you can share, worry, dig, give a hole in the soil to plant the tree. In a hole, in the soil to plant the tree. So you can take your time to answer. Excellent. You can dig a hole. You can dig a hole in soil to plant the tree. Number four, the bee, grasshopper, and chick is an insect that jumps with its two long back legs. Again, the bee, grasshopper, and chick is an insect that jumps with its long back legs. Okay, here we have the answer will be excellent as usual. The answer is grasshopper. The grasshopper is an insect that jumps with its long back legs. Number five, you can share, have, take, play a room with your friends at the hotel. Okay, the answer will be share. Excellent. You can share a room, and share means to divide something with each others or with the others. Okay, number six. She has two foot, feet, heads, mouths. She has two foot, feet, heads, mouths. Okay, as you know, the plural of foot, feet, two feet. The answer would be 2 feet. She has 2 feet. Number seven. He did nothing. He is generous, enormous, lazy, good. He did nothing. He didn't want to do anything. So he is lazy. Yes, lazy. He's lazy. Try not to be lazy, by the way. Number eight, I have a test tomorrow, so I have to prepare, leave, play, sleep myself for it. I have a test tomorrow, so I have to prepare myself for it. Prepare means to be ready. Okay, question number two. Rearrange the following sentences. Number one, have, two, we, got, bags. You can start with we. Okay, take your time. So we start with we. We have got two bags. So the answer is we have got 2 bags. We have got 2 bags. Let's move to number two. Are we going the to restaurant they? Okay, it's a question. So we have to start with the question word, and the question word here, when. So we start with when. When then followed by the helping verb. When are, then the subject, when are they going to the restaurant? So the answer is when are they going to the restaurant? Okay, number three, study, she didn't yesterday French. Okay, we start with the subject she, then the verb here she, and the negative form, the verb here study. Okay, and here we have the negative form in past simple, didn't. She didn't study French yesterday. So the answer is she didn't study French yesterday. And the last one, number four, very, the, became, weather, cold. Okay, as you can see, the, we start with the, T here is capital, the, The weather the weather became very cold. So the answer is the weather became very cold. Okay, thanks for listening and see you next time, inshallah.